today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 8.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Herbert now. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Raiders at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Herbert.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
And this will be taken at the 13. There he goes, left side. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10.
And here's Zamir White returning to the field.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English.
Touchdown!
Alec Ingold.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Gets past one man. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Going right side is White. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. First down, here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zamir White hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Throwing, O'Connell.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Back to throw, O'Connell. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. White.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They'll run for it. This is White, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They run straight ahead here with White. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll buy some time right. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now O'Connell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure
absolutely.
that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Off the play fake. O'Connell steps away to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Russell Gage in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just one or two scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The final shot before break. O'Connell, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A run to begin the second half with White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
White running to the left. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from
touchdown Raiders. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Conklin, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And here's Zamir White returning to the field.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards.
And the Raiders have got it on cruise control.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Herbert.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Herbert throwing again.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Herbert off of play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on third down now. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go with Edwards left side, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Play action. Now O'Connell.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now it's O'Connell.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive.
Herbert. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Jacorian Bennett has it. Down the right sideline.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
White will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a couple.
Back to throw.
Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Herbert.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's second and 3.
To the air again, Herbert.
Open man, it's Palmer.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And quickly they get to the line. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Again, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Tyree Wilson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see.
Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The drive starts with a run by White.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. You look at this Raiders defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Morgan looks to throw it. Finding Otten once more.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Morgan. On the left side, a catch by White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darian Butler. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They start the drive with White, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll go up the middle with White. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Raiders at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they go play action here with O'Connell. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? To throw here, O'Connell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing now is Morgan. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
But certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Morgan, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Now back to the ground game with White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Set to throw is Morgan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Morgan. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First down, Morgan with it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs.
And the Raiders have got him. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start the drive with a give to White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st down throw, O'Connell. Touchdown, Raiders. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not
not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain well behind.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So we've reached halftime here, and what?
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Opting to run again here with White. Powers through. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
113 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Throwing on third, O'Connell.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On the give, it's White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and wing in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And O'Connell now to throw.
Touchdown Raiders. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, it's Morgan.
He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Morgan off of play action.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Morgan to throw.
It's caught by Mike Evans. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They go right back to White here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. O'Connell.
And got his man complete.
He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost up.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Touchdown! DJ Moore, 26 yards.
And the Raiders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You got to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Following the fumble recovery, O'Connell escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's O'Connell.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The offense on third down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing, O'Connell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now it's Morgan on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field.
Okay, so the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, O'Connell.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
White, he'll try the left side. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Now O'Connell.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 149 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down, here's White. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Las Vegas, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.